Good evening and welcome to the February 3rd, 2025 edition of Late Night Sauce. We're here live at the Safe House after hours. My name is Mario. I'm here with my co-host Noah. Noah, dry January. It's over.
It's been some time.
Thank God. I don't know why I hate dry January so much.
I've been bored.
Well, I mean, you weren't partaking in dry January, so...
No.
Well, so how were you bored with it?
At work, not as busy.
Yeah, I got yelled at for not having a mocktail menu the other day.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't like, oh, do you have any mocktails? He's like, where's your mocktail menu? Where's the page? I'm like, oh, we don't have them. I can make you some stuff. And he was angry. But you know what? I made him a good mocktail. He loved it.
I mean, you can't be angry because you're deciding not to drink at a bar. I mean, that's not something that like you could be mad about.
Right. I mean, what do you think people like about how they want you to know they're partaking in dry January? Because I feel like sometimes I'll ask a guest, hey, what would you like to drink? And if they say, just have a club soda or a tonic water or Diet Coke, just give it to them.
Yeah.
I don't need a reason why they're ordering it. That's what they want.
Oh, yeah. You're trying to show off doing nothing when you tell me that I'm doing dry January. Like, yeah,
just do it in silence. Yeah.
If you're gonna do it. Do it
quietly,
man. Like,
exactly.
I don't know. You don't need to tell me. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna like peer pressure you into it?
Yeah, I mean that's not. I don't want peer pressure anyone into drinking if I don't have
ridiculous.
to. But thank God it's over. Thank God it's February 3rd. And fun fact about dry January: it got started in the UK in 2013.
I feel like that's not that long ago.
It's like 11 years, 12 years.
11 years, yeah. But I feel like that's a concept that I feel like it might have been around. I don't know.
I'm sure it was around. I think it's just more of those, let's make it official kind of a thing. And some of the biggest countries that celebrate, dry January is the Czech Republic and Canada, which I find very strange. Like the Czech Republic, I mean, that's
kind of out there.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. I mean, they got enough problems.
UK, Canada, lines up. Czech Republic, huh?
Yeah, Czech Republic. That kind of because they're vodka people in the Czech Republic, aren't they?
I believe so.
It's like water to them. Like they I think they use it to brush their teeth.
I don't know about that.
Czech people love vodka. I could be wrong. We all know my facts are not always factual.
I mean, yeah, but Czech Republic, dry January.
Yeah, I tell you. So, Groundhog Day. One of the things about Groundhog Day is I always forget the actual day. Is it a different day every year? Or is it automatically, like, February 2nd?
I think
you know how like Easter's different every year? You never know.
I think it's just the 2nd. You want me? I'll check.
No, I mean...
I mean, it's kind of like I don't really pay attention to it.
I don't neither, but there's a movie with Bill Murray that came out in the '90s called Groundhog Day,
yeah.
And I always liked that movie, and I try to make. I gotta see it again. It's been so long. I caught pieces of it yesterday. Yesterday was when I caught pieces of it.
Is seeing it again kind of like the whole point of the movie?
I don't know.
Because like you just.
Are you a big Bill Murray guy?
I am and I'm not. I mean, I like everything that he's in that I've seen. I'm like, yeah, this guy's awesome. I don't go out of my way to like watch things specifically for Bill Murray.
Okay.
I suppose, but like, I mean, I would say it's a plus every time he was in a movie.
Okay.
It's on February 2nd every
year. Is February 2nd. Yeah. I don't know why I forget it. You know what confuses me?
Why?
Groundhog Day and Fat Tuesday always confuse me.
Yeah, because Fat Tuesday is always going to be on a Tuesday, huh?
It's always a Tuesday, but it's always... Mardi Gras is always the day before Ash Wednesday for some reason, which I don't know how that coincides.
Which is also a Tuesday.
Well, Fat Tuesday is always a Tuesday, and it's the day before Ash Wednesday, but Ash Wednesday is different every year.
How? It's on a Wednesday.
But sometimes it's in February, sometimes it's in March.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
No, so that messes me up, but... I thought, I was thinking to myself, oh, Groundhog Day. We should have like a nice Groundhog Day party somehow. Like, maybe come up with some fun groundhog type, food items or something,
What's
like
something you have on
a Tony Phil burger, something like a groundhog would eat. I don't know what they eat.
vegetables, I assume. You know,
Well, I mean, I want to sell a
foliage?
veggie burger. I mean, it's just I feel like Groundhog Day is an untapped source of a fun time in the bar business. I think stuff can happen.
You got a point. I mean, you could. It's mostly green plants, fruits, and vegetables.
So we could have had a.
Very little water, though.
They don't drink water, huh? How do they survive?
Most of their moisture comes from dewy leaves.
That makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah. If you eat something with water on it, I mean, I feel like you'd get hydrated.
I tell you one thing though, the way things are going now, the last few years, the way they're trying to change things with the whole like January is like the football season's extended. The Super Bowl is now in February. It's not in January anymore. So you go from like the end of dry January, then you got Groundhog Day, also got Black History Month, and we got the Super Bowl coming up. It's like a lot of stuff going on, making February kind of like, hey,
stuff going on in the shortest month.
Right, and not only that, that's why I tell people, forget dry January, do dry February. It's only 28 days. So much easier. You got 3 less days. It's just simple math.
And then
easy to stick to.
And then every 4 you get an extra day. It makes you feel like a little better about yourself.
True.
Yeah.
What do you think is the average dry January, like
how long people go?
Yeah,
before
average. I'm going 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. What do you think?
I give it a full 2. I give it a 14.
Do you think it depends on
full
what?
2 weeks.
Do you think it depends on what day New Year's Eve falls on? So you can
would.
Yeah, because if it falls like on like a Friday, New Year's Eve, and you got New Year's Day on a Saturday, then it's like January 2nd. It's like, yeah, let me have another drink, kind of a thing.
Yeah, because you kind of if it's on a Monday though, New Year's Day on a Monday.
Yeah, I think it's easier.
You're locked in for the rest of the week.
It's interesting. We should take a poll on that next year.
Yeah,
definitely. We're gonna do a poll on that.
Hey, did you partake in dry January? And if so,
when did you cave in?
When did you cave? Because you just ordered a Tito soda.
Yeah. Too funny. So we got the Super Bowl coming up. Big game. A lot of haters out there on the Chiefs.
There's a million haters.
And I get it.
I do.
People hate success.
It's a little
redundant. Favoritism. A lot of favoritism being thrown around.
Allegedly.
I don't watch the games close enough to see it.
No.
I catch replays here and there. I mean, they show the replays, and I don't know what they do.
I just hear about things post fact, but there are a lot of things to hear about. So I don't know. It's something to think over.
My question to you is: if Kansas City wins, is he the greatest of all time for quarterbacks? That's 3 in a row. No one's ever done it.
Has nobody ever done 3 in a row?
Not 3 in a row. No.
Really?
No. Brady's did 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I believe Joe Montana did 2 in a row, and Terry Bradshaw did 2 in a row, as well as Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
And John Elway. They've all done 2 in a row.
Yeah.
There may be someone else I'm missing. I'm not the big sports expert. I wish my friend Dean was here because he knows this stuff.
He does. I don't know if it makes him the greatest.
3 in a row.
3. It's
4 in the last 5 years or 6 years. That's impressive.
It is. It's no doubt impressive, but of all time though, I mean, that's
he's not 30 years old. Have 4 Super Bowls before he turns 30.
It would be pretty big.
And does Patrick Mahomes drink kettle and sodas after the victory? That's the question.
I don't know.
I think that's the main problem. Like, we need to know, what are they drinking? I mean, obviously it's champagne.
I mean, yeah, they give it to you. It's already there.
What are they drinking after the game?
I feel like they're not really drinking too much of the champagne. It's more of like the goggles, shot. It's like there's more to it involved than that. So I wouldn't say it's primarily.
I feel like a lot of football players are not vodka drinkers.
Yeah, probably not.
I do remember seeing. I know you're not really familiar with this show, but it's called Ballers with The Rock. And The Rock plays.
I haven't watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
Great show, but The Rock plays a former football player that's trying to become a financial consultant to current football players, so they don't blow all of the money like a lot of football players do. And every scene I've ever seen them, they're all just drinking tequila.
Yeah,
and I feel like football players and tequila are a bad mix. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's an upper. It gets the people going,
and they got them going. I'll tell you that.
The only thing that Google is telling me about what Patrick Mahomes drinks is Coors Light beer.
I can see that because
I can
Missouri.
definitely see it, yeah.
That doesn't make sense because Missouri is not in Colorado.
It's not.
Yes, Colorado is the Rockies.
It's just
yes,
a quality beer. Coors Light.
He's a Coors Light guy. You know what? He's a quarterback. He's not gonna drink a lot of hard stuff. We all know that.
No, you can't. It messes with the focus.
But you know, I'm looking forward to the game. I don't know. I'm not rooting for anyone. You know, but I like to see history. Sure. I mean, I'm a Raiders fan by heart, so Kansas City is my rival. But you know, if Philly wins, I mean, they are just crazy in Philly. I don't even want to know what would happen in Philly if they lose, because people are like climbing up poles and dying, and
Oh, they get wild.
they get wild. Somebody shot a gun out in the middle of the. I mean, it was in the air, but they just randomly had a gun shooting in the air after they won against Washington. That's just nuts. So, but it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be one of those chess matches. Whoever has the ball last, or whoever makes the biggest mistake at the end loses and wins, kind of thing. So we have the Super Bowl to look forward to, and then you know we do have Black History Month here at the February. And you know, fun facts about Black History Month is which I did not know this. I thought it was fairly new.
Black History Month?
Yeah, like I never heard of this when I was a kid. Apparently, it came out in like 1970.
Really?
Yeah, and and I found out, fun fact, why they pick February for Black History Month, and it totally makes total sense, is because of the birthday of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, who freed the slaves.
Okay.
So I don't think picking February because it's the shortest month was racially biased. I think it makes total sense.
When you put it like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
What do you think Abraham Lincoln would drink after he just freed the slaves?
I don't know.
Right?
Like,
there was no vodka in America back then, was there?
Like mead or some shit? Like,
It'd be bourbon, scotch?
bourbon, whiskey. I don't know. I mean,
Was that during Prohibition?
I don't think that was during Prohibition.
Prohibition,
fucking
Prohibition's in the 20s, right?
Yeah.
So
no, that's like way. I'm pretty sure Prohibition's like way after.
way after the 20s.
Not after the. Hold on.
I see Abraham Lincoln being like a Scotch guy.
Prohibition was 20 to 33.
Did I say 20?
You did.
And you said it wasn't 20? So my guess was actually right?
No, I'm. Yeah. Hold on. And so that's 1920.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809.
Okay.
It was like
so no prohibition.
100 years.
No
prohibition anywhere near him.
So let me ask you this. So Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass are hanging out in a bar together. Who's buying the drinks? I'm thinking Frederick Douglass should.
I feel like it's got to be Abe Lincoln.
Why?
He's
the president?
He's got it. Like,
you don't make the president pay for drinks. You got to buy the president for drinks.
I feel like
he helped free the slaves.
I feel like the issue is with the establishment that's making Abraham Lincoln buy drinks. You know, I mean, like I feel like that just kind of feel like if the president shows up to your bar, you kind of just give it to him.
I don't know. I'll tell you right now. If I didn't like the guy or the way he was acting, I'm giving him a bill.
Well,
I don't care who's paying it.
But I feel like Abraham Lincoln would be a lovely bar customer.
I think so too.
Yeah, he's a classy guy.
I think so too. But I think I wouldn't mind having a drink with Frederick Douglass.
No.
I feel like he'd be like a Morgan Freeman type of a guy.
Really?
I think so. I love to have a drink with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
That guy.
You gotta have a drink with.
And the thing is too, he's one of those kind of guys I'm really worried about that. He's like keeping his cool way too long. You think the night's gonna be a dud, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like nuts. And next you know, like you're in jail, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like they blame you for what happened.
Cool the whole time.
Yeah, cool the whole time, but yeah. I mean, think about it. Morgan Freeman, you get him in there. Maybe throw in Denzel Washington.
Yep.
You know, but another guy I would love to have a drink with, but I'm afraid it would definitely go like bad. Chris Rock.
Really?
He makes me laugh when he's not trying to make me laugh.
That makes sense.
In other words, like, I'm not talking about his stand-up. I'm not talking about his movies, but something
Hear him
about
talk
him.
about shit. Like,
Just talking normal stuff. Like, I tell you, that guy, he's a lot more intelligent than you think. Him and Cat Williams, those two guys are two of the most intelligent comedians I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Intelligent wise, like talking like normal events. And I do not want to drink with Cat Williams because I seen him on the podcast with Shannon Sharp, and he's got a snifter of whatever cognac. I can't hang with cognac drinkers, man.
No.
Because they will force cognac on you.
It's true.
And I know I can't handle cognac. My cousin tried to give me cognac once. I said no.
Circling back, you mentioned you're a Raiders fan.
I'm a Raiders fan.
How do you feel about that Pete Carroll pickup?
I feel like he definitely was one of the best guys out there to go get. I didn't really think he was interested in coming back to coaching. I know the name popped up, but
yeah,
sometimes his name just pop up. But you know, I don't dislike the guy. I kind of was hoping the original coach, Antonio Pierce, would get a little more time to build something, but clearly, I kind of feel like he got himself into some trouble.
Yeah.
You know, mouthing off to the bosses. You know how it goes.
It happens.
But Pete Carroll, I mean, is he going to turn the team around? As long as Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid are in Kansas City, they're going to be a third-place team as far as I'm concerned.
Third place, huh?
I keep it real. Maybe fourth. I don't even know. That looks like one of the toughest divisions of football right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Between them and the North, AFC North, those are tough divisions.
I'm interested what's going to be happening next year now already.
Oh.
A lot of new talent, a lot of new stuff going on. You know? Pieces being shifted.
Absolutely.
You watch basketball at all?
I try to.
Yeah?
I try to.
See that Luka Doncic trade?
I don't understand it, and we're trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I know I got one of those memes sent from Chris Gannon today that they didn't want to give him a 355 max extension.
Yeah.
Which I forget how much extensions are in basketball because I know it's shorter than football and this and that. But
money,
it's guaranteed.
I feel like the money's also
it's guaranteed
higher.
money, but the years are different. And I didn't realize he was only 25 years old, so I'm like, how do you not keep this guy? And you traded him for a guy who never plays because he's always hurt. But I'm guessing somebody got angry with the boss. And words were said. It makes sense. They were in the finals last year against Kyrie against the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
How do you break that up? I mean, I don't know what record they have. I don't pay attention to the regular season that much. But you know, and I'm sure LeBron James was calling the shots too. I want that. Go find a way to go get him. I mean, I heard good things about Mark Cuban. I heard about it on one of the radio shows that he does not like to trade people on his teams.
No.
He likes to unless he necessarily has to.
Yeah.
And when he builds a team, he wants to keep it because he's kind of a humanitarian, allegedly, that he's worried about, trading players and ruining their lives because they have kids in school, they have communities, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which makes me like the guy a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I always liked him, but it makes me like him even more.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard one time he traded a guy, and he was, in tears that he had to trade him because, he ruined his life. But then in my back of my head, I was like, well, you're trading a guy who's making millions of dollars. If the kid really loved and the family really loved that community that much, he can rent a condo or an apartment somewhere and go back and forth in the off season. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? You're millionaires. You got millionaire problems. I get it. But it makes sense with little kids and stuff.
Well, did you see? There's Mark Cuban had a statement about it.
I did not see that statement.
Yeah, Mark Cuban had a statement that he was not a part of the trade. He did not want the trade to go through.
Right, that's right.
He was quoted to say, if I had to choose between my wife and keeping Luka on the Mavs, you would find me at my lawyer's office prepping for a divorce.
Wow. How does the wife take that statement?
I don't know.
Should she be angry with him, or should she just laugh it off?
I mean, it was a really bad trade.
There's gotta be a reason. There's gotta be a reason. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's a really bad trade. I feel like his wife might be upset about the trade. I don't know if she's into bad. I mean, if you're married to Mark Cuban, he's a huge basketball guy. I would assume his lady's probably into basketball. I feel like she'd be upset by that trade.
Maybe she told him to do it.
Well, he just said he wasn't involved.
He has to say that.
He does.
How are you the owner and not involved in a trade?
Well, I mean,
I know the GMs handle that. I get it, and but
you like have people to like do all that stuff.
I guess, but if you don't want something to happen, you
like
stop it.
Yeah, but like
you don't know they run it by him first?
No, I mean, if like the trust is established that like they don't need to run it by him.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know if it already happened, I mean, like you can't really you can't be the guy to like pull the plug on it.
I guess. I don't know. I felt like he was involved in stuff before. I think
He's
years
like
ago.
hands-off owner.
I guess
well, he was like years ago.
Years ago, there was a free agent signing. I think it was DeAndre Jordan. They gave him some money. They wanted to sign him, and then like he recanted the agreement, and I think he either stayed in the Clippers or he went somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he flipped out about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was a while ago. But what do you think Mark Cuban drinks when he's going out for
Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban is definitely like a. I feel like he's definitely like a nice bourbon guy.
Yeah.
One cube, big cube,
big cube,
absolutely.
I can see that. Is he a cigar guy?
Absolutely, I can see it.
If he smokes cigars, he's definitely.
His last name is Cuban. He's got to be a cigar guy.
Well, I mean,
Cuban cigars.
It's kind of like Bookman working at the library as a security guy. Bookman, same thing.
Yeah. Security.
Security. Remember Bookman in the
yeah.
Security guy, Bookman works for you guys, So, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit here, and what do you think is a cutoff date for someone to stop saying Happy New Year?
I'll give it a week.
You're going 7 days. January 8th.
7 days.
January 7th or January 8th?
I would say the 8th.
You go with the 8th, huh?
I would go the 8th, and it's only if I haven't seen you.
Okay.
Like if I've seen you semi-frequently before the new year, and within that seven days, like the first day doesn't count.
Obviously, yeah.
It's day of. I mean, yeah. It's like saying Merry Christmas on Christmas. Like,
okay.
People say it afterwards.
You still say Merry Christmas to people? I'm afraid to, man.
I don't. But like,
they say it to me first, I'll say it back. But
depends.
Well, I mean, I say no, you know what I mean. But like strangers and stuff. Oof.
I mean, I feel it out. I'll throw it here and there.
I go January 15th.
I celebrate Christmas.
I do too. I love Christmas.
I'm not trying.
Greatest time of the year.
I'm not trying to say anything like weird about it. I'm just saying, I hope you.
I know, but everybody's so sensitive now. You say Merry Christmas to the wrong person. They're gonna boycott the place and kick it outside.
Like I say it in the same way that I tell you have a nice day. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's just.
I think January 15th should be the cutoff date for Happy New Year.
15th.
I'm going 2 full weeks.
2 full weeks? That's crazy.
I'm going 2 full weeks.
2 weeks. Why 2 weeks?
I just feel like it's extended. Like when you give you notice to a restaurant, give them 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah,
2 weeks sounds good. No?
I don't know. I feel that's too long. How do you feel about people who say it twice?
Oh, man. Drives me nuts.
Like
twice in the same day, or twice in
not in the same day.
Like in the same way. You saw them on a Monday and they say it to you again on a Friday?
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, sometimes people forget too. But it's usually the people that don't forget.
It's the same year. It's not new anymore. You already hit me with it.
So which brings me to my next topic is what, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, or I don't want to point fingers at specific people, but inappropriateness in adults at the bar.
What do you mean?
At what age is it not cool when a woman who's been drinking sings along with the song that's playing on the speakers?
Not where I thought you were going with that. I feel like it's just not cool in general. I mean, I don't think this is an age cutoff.
What about when you got those 22-year-old girls in the corner of the bar, and Stacy's mom comes on and they all sing at the same time, or or was that Miley Cyrus's Flower song or whatever.
I feel like
the younger girls do it more often than anybody. Really.
Absolutely,
because they're still getting out and doing their thing. But like, how do you feel about some? And mind you, they're usually with a gentleman, female, and they start singing along with a song. I think there's gonna be a cutoff date at 40 years old.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good time to cut it off. But I feel like the main part of whether or not it's okay is how good you are.
Nine out of 10 times they're awful. We all know
exactly, and that drops it down. It drops it down.
When they mess up the words, you correct them.
No,
never correct them. No.
Why would you correct them?
I had a woman.
They're just gonna sing it louder.
Yeah. So here's my thing: is how do you feel about when they change the words of the song and make it sexual?
I mean, I don't know about that.
That makes it just uncomfortable.
In public,
at the bar,
loud. No, you can't.
I mean, I'm talking after midnight. It's late night.
It's
just saying. I had a situation one night. This girl changed the words and made it very inappropriate. I mean, luckily there wasn't a lot of people at the bar, but made me uncomfortable, not want to ask for.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, somebody's uncomfortable.
I think. How do you correct that problem? How do we give the proper etiquette? If you're over 50, don't try to sing Miley Cyrus.
There's not really a good way to correct it. I mean, any way you go about it, it's just not gonna be right. There something's gonna happen. So
one of the things I wanted to make my New Year's resolution is to kind of help people who suck to stop sucking at life.
Yeah,
it's impossible, isn't it?
That is an undertaking that I would never want.
Can us bartenders get together? I don't know if we have to have a pancake social or just a support group or group chat, a seminar. How can we get moronic customers to stop asking after you give last call on a Sunday or a Monday night at 12:45? How can we get people to say, "Hey, where is everybody? Why is this place so dead?"
There's no way.
How can we stop that?
There's no way. I mean, in this day and age with social media and all TikTok and all the videos that everybody's making and whatnot, man. I mean, the amount of bartenders and service industry people that make videos about customers sucking, and the amount of people that talk to me about it and they still do the shit, it blows my mind. They just don't want to be better.
I know you don't have TikTok, but there's this girl, I don't know where she's out of. I mean, she could be New Jersey, she could be even Virginia, DC area, I don't know. But she plays two characters. She plays the bartender.
Yeah. And
then she puts on a baseball hat backwards and pretends to be the customer and reenacts the whole scene.
I think I know what you're talking about.
She's not hysterical, but everything she's been doing, we've lived.
It's hysterical to us because we know exactly what she's talking about.
We don't, but it's not hysterical. It's annoying. We feel her pain.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she gets a lot of views. I don't really look at that, but I always just watch them because the acting's so bad sometimes. But it's I think she's great. And I think she's trying to create a platform for us to be hey, see people. There's another guy on TikTok that he's not really in a bar. It's a pizza place. It's out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
This guy is hilarious, and he's an older guy, maybe a little older than me. I want to say maybe in his mid-50s. And it's a pizza place in Philly, and it's always about these customers that are just saying the most absurd thing. They'll be hey, I was here yesterday for this pizza, and I really didn't like it. And they bring a pizza back, and it's one slice left. He's you didn't like it. You ate the whole pizza. You left one slice. He just takes it and throws it at him. It's clearly staged.
Yeah.
But he's venting out loud about idiot customers. And I feel if people could watch more of these videos, maybe people stop sucking at, being human beings in a public atmosphere.
I feel like they can't watch more videos. There are so many videos out there already.
Yeah, I get
millions of videos, and nothing's changed, Mario.
It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. I get it. But I just feel like 2025. People, hey, how's your New Year going? New Year, same old idiots. You know what I mean? Same old people saying the same stupid things. But it just kills me when you got 4 inches of snow on the ground. It's coming down. It's 12:45 on a Sunday. Hey, where's everybody? I'm pretty sure they're at home. I don't know. It's
What are you doing here?
Or what about when you give last call? We're all set. Hey, what time do you close? It's last call. We close in 50 minutes. That's the worst.
No, it's terrible because I don't know why. I don't know what possesses anybody in this world to ask this question. But when you're the last people at a bar,
here it is. I know this one.
Yeah,
I know this one.
You're the last people at the bar, and you ask me what time we close.
Are we keeping you?
Are we keeping you?
Oh,
are we
man.
keeping you? Yeah, you are. Nobody's here.
We can't tell you that, but yeah, you are.
The only thing I haven't done is put up the chairs. Everything else is gone. I'm do you not see that this place does not look like when it did when you walked in? Things are clearly different, and it's not because I'm trying to streamline service. It's because I'm trying to leave.
So, my question to you is, if we can't change it, what can we do to support each other for coping with it? Because I can't meditate, unfortunately, because I can't fold my legs because I'm old and fat, out of shape. So, and I can't do drugs because I can't do drugs. So how do I calm down when this stuff just bothers you? Because sometimes I'll just be driving down the road thinking about stuff that happened the week before, and it'll just get me all worked up. And I don't want to go to anger management classes because they're just gonna give me different kind of anger to manage instead of getting rid of the anger. Yeah, just give me new anger. It just brings up other feelings. So it's just one of those things. How can we help each other? Should we get a code, a bat signal or something? Hey, watch out. I don't know. Something. Keep it local,
I don't know. I don't know how to cope with it, man.
How can we make stupid people stop being stupid?
What we
need to do.
I had some customers 2-3 weeks ago. They just looked at me and they're like, you're very calm. Have you ever just go in the back and yell or something? I'm like, nah, not really.
You should tell that's how you became a bartender.
Yeah,
because you had to calm down.
Yeah, they were super cool. And as they were leaving, they're like, they went up to my manager, make sure you give him some time to get over this. And I'm like, get over what? I don't know. And they're like, you need to yell in the walk-in.
That was me on Thanksgiving Eve in here. We got crushed all at once, legitimate. Where it was so crazy, I couldn't get mad at anybody. Somebody could have told me to go F my mother, and I still wouldn't get mad. I was just in the zone. What do you have? There you go. What do you have? I did not care. Because that's how busy it was. I was like, wow. I have never been like that ever. I'm like, because it was because you know how it is on those nights. Oh, can I get a Corona? Here's one credit card swipe. Want to start a tab? No, one credit card swipe. I'm like, dude, you've come 5 up times and swipe. Stop.
Just start tab.
Start
tab.
How can we teach kids to do that?
No, you know what? You know what I love to see is when they do that shit and they're like, 1 beer, run the card, 1 beer, run the card. By the third one, their card's blocked.
Yes, Citizens Bank loves to do that.
Citizens Bank does that all the time. They're like, oh yeah, they think it's fraud, and I'm like, well, I don't know. You better call your bank or something, buddy. Because
I kind of feel like it might be a thing that they teach these young kids so they can get out of paying for drinks. I think they do it on purpose, and they call the credit card company.
I've never let anybody go to do that.
No, I'm talking about they do it, and then they get the statement from the credit card company I did not have 7 different transactions for the same amount. They're scamming me.
Yeah,
they call Visa and do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a funny feeling that's the thing. I knew a guy
I didn't know you could call Visa.
Yeah, if you have a Visa, if you have MasterCard, whatever it is, Capital One, whatever bank it is,
Yeah.
You get your online statement. Hey, I went to this bar last night and it said I got charged 9 times for these Coronas when I only had 2. And then like put a block on it, and then they'll look into it, and sometimes they'll call the establishment, or sometimes, they just eat it up, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a scam out there. I got a funny feeling. Like, I know years ago there was a guy that told me that this woman used to do this in North Kingstown at the pay at the pump.
Really?
She would go to that gas station.
For gas?
The pay at the pump across from the Dunkin' Donuts on Post Road in North Kingstown. Like after you pass coal-fired pizza. It's across from the Nook, the breakfast Nook.
Breakfast.
The gas station there. This kid that said was working there, and this woman would do the pay at the pump on her credit card for $5. But she would do $5, stop, go back in, $5, stop, and she would call the credit card company saying, I'm getting overcharged. I only put $5 worth of gas and they charged me for $40.
Oh,
and they caught her doing it. They in other words, he said, we called the authorities, surveillance cameras. They show her doing it. We reported to the credit card company, and she got busted for fraud.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't think she had any hard time or anything, but that's a scam out there. And that's the thing. Like, people start talking, and I know the busy places are like, oh, let it go. Like, in other words, be like, yeah, we know what you're talking about. It's like, we'll deal with it if you're gonna really bring the cops in. But like the small mom and pop places that they do that, you don't know. They take a beating like that sometimes.
Really? Ah, jeez.
But you know what I really hate too? And first of all, I think Venmo was great. Yeah. And I've seen certain situations with Venmo really help the restaurant server or bartender where instead of getting off 15 separate tabs, everybody Venmos the one person, puts it on the one card.
It is
Thank
nice.
you, whoever invented Venmo, thank you.
Actually, permanently banned from Venmo.
You got banned?
Permanently.
How?
Leanne.
How did Leanne get you to get banned from...
I DoorDashed us breakfast one day, and she Venmo'd me the money for her breakfast.
Okay.
And in the description...
Oh, man.
She wrote drugs.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God. And I got banned immediately. And I tried to call and say something about it, and they're like,
what about Zeal? Can you get Zeal?
Zeal.
It's another form of Venmo.
Zelle.
Zelle.
I can. I don't. But Zelle is not up there on the list of things that you'd use instead. Cash App's up there.
Question: is it because of your name or the account that you're using? So let's just say you say, "Hey, my credit card, my wallet got stolen. I need all new account numbers."
No, because
there's no way it says your name, drugs, no Venmo. It's probably just linked to your actual account number. I bet you if you switch account numbers...
It's linked to my phone number, too.
Okay.
Because Venmo is linked to your phone.
So get a burner phone.
For a Venmo...
No, you can't do that. You can't, you're right.
I can't be bothered.
You're right. You cannot do that.
There's so many other, fucking platforms to do that.
Yeah.
Like Zelle, like Cash App. They have Apple Cash now. It's built into the text messages. You can send and receive money.
Really?
Same exact thing.
You're not banned from that, though.
Huh?
You're not banned from that.
No.
That
just
girl got you
Venmo.
banned.
She got me banned.
Over breakfast.
Mind you. I got banned for quote unquote selling the drugs, but it's okay that she bought them because she was not banned.
She didn't get banned.
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you protesters?
I tried to call, and they would not talk to me about it at all. They're just like, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to talk to you about it. You're just banned, and I'm like, okie dokie then.
Wow.
I'm like, is there somebody I can talk to? And they're like, nope. I'm like, oh.
Did you learn your lesson? You did not buy breakfast for Leanne.
Yeah, ever. Yeah. I haven't bought her breakfast. I didn't.
I hope you didn't do it again.
Afterwards. Yeah, no, God no.
Jesus.
I think I might have done it twice afterwards, but I demanded cash. I needed the cash up front.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that is awful getting banned from Venmo. That's on your record, man. That's on your permanent record.
Yeah, it's annoying because
it could affect your political career. Have you ever had a political career ahead of you? You could. You don't know.
I could.
You could be an advocate.
An advocate?
You can help people from sucking at life. I don't know. There's got to be platforms.
The Stop Sucking at Life Foundation.
We could do it.
We could.
Life coaching.
Life coaching?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Be a better person. Don't be a
Do they
schmuck.
want us as life coaches, Mario?
I think we'd be great life coaches.
I feel like we would.
I've been told numerous times I make a great life coach. To men and women. I'm actually better with the women than I am with the men.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. But wow.
I mean, I'd say you've coached me through part of life.
Well, I like to see myself as a shepherd guiding my flock into life's pasture. I like to think that.
Life's pasture.
Life's pasture.
Nice.
You know, I like to think that.
Hey.
You know. But I mean, hey, I don't know everything. I make mistakes too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect.
Who is, Mario?
A man named Jesus. That's who.
I feel like the
I love
issue
him.
is... Do you?
I love him.
I feel like the issue is that people think they are perfect.
Oh man, and they're the
You know?
worst human beings ever. The ones that
Yeah.
think that they're the worst.
The ones who think they got nothing wrong is always the ones who are pretty much at the top of being terrible.
You know what that really grinds my gears too?
Go on.
You try and take a drink order from somebody, and they just tell me what you want, and you'll give it to them, right? But they want to tell you how they make it at home after you already made their drink. You're like, "Hey, what do you have? I'll have this." Okay, you give it to them. You know, I'll have this old fashioned. Here you go, sir. You know, I make my old fashioned at home the way I like it. I like it this way. This is okay though. Well, if you like it that way, why would you tell me that before I made this one?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
If you got a specific method to the madness, I mean, you should. If that's how you want it, I don't mind doing it however you want. You know,
Exactly.
as long as it doesn't involve me giving you double the amount of booze for the same price, because that's annoying. Nothing gets me going more than when somebody sits at my bar, they order something, and then they tell me how another restaurant does it.
That is the worst.
Like-
That is, ladies and gentlemen who are listening out there, when you do that to a bartender, that is basically not only a slap in the face. I don't want to call it a racial slur for bartenders. It's
It's up there.
it's the equivalent of a racial slur. I
Yeah,
think. I'm going to label it right now.
Yeah.
That is the equivalent of a racial slur. When you tell somebody how another place makes a drink better than you.
They're like, when I get my Doers on the rocks at this restaurant, they give it to me in a snifter and it's filled to the top, and then go there. Why are you here to bust my balls?
Yeah.
Obviously, they treat you so great, you know.
One of the first times I dealt with this guy, I was at Grill on Main back then, and I used to see him at my friend's bar all the time in Cranston. And he was one of those guys nobody liked. He was just I'm not saying he's a bad drunk, but he just wasn't a guy you ever wanted to. If he never came in your bar again, you would not be upset.
Yeah.
So I used to see him all the time. And he comes in a Grill on Main. I'm like, oh, this guy, this is not going to be good. So I'm like, hey, how you doing tonight? So I'm like, I'm a Twin Oaks guy, if you know what I mean. I said,
No, I don't know.
I don't know what you mean, sir. This is East Greenwich.
I do know what that means.
I do know what it means, but I know what he was trying to get at, but I was just he's like, well, that means I want my drink strong. I'm like, yeah, you may want to order a beer or a wine because your drink's going to be strong, okay, with that attitude. And he clearly sent back his drink, and I'm like, okay, buddy. You ended up dying, that guy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's bad karma.
You know what kind of made me feel weird the other day? I had a lady order a sangria from me,
Okay?
and
Is it red or white?
red.
Okay.
It was red, and
Do you have a recipe that's standard, or is it one of those creepy red ones, like freaky?
It's badged out.
No, but is it? No, but is it a traditional
regular?
It's not like a cinnamon one or
No.
Okay,
Just
the way sangria should be.
OJ, pineapple, red
You put
wine.
pineapple, huh? Really? Pineapple,
pineapple. OJ, red wine, pineapple, ginger ale, a little fucking brandy or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know. Spice rum.
Sure.
Fucking whatever you got in there. She just looked at me and she's like, yeah, is there any way I can get the sangria stronger? And I'm like, that's that kind of defeats the whole purpose
100%.
of sangria.
100%. Yep.
I'm like, it's juice with wine.
I think I would have been I got you right here, and I would have given it a glass of a Chianti. Here you go. Take back the sangria. Take this. It's way stronger.
Yeah, it's sangria. It kind of comes how it is. It's not supposed to be strong. And she's like, "Oh, I've had it strong before," and I'm like, "Hey,
No,
you're not gonna have it here.
No.
You know, how about that? You know,
It's awful.
have something else. I'll have a tequila soda. Well, there you go. That sounds like a drink that you can get behind.
Exactly.
You know, if you want something heavy, don't order something light.
Yeah.
You know,
If you want something heavy, don't order something light.
Exactly.
That is words to live by.
no, seriously,
You are a
it's
life
like-
coach. You didn't even know it.
I it might be like an unknown calling to me, but like it's like you're gonna order like you're gonna order like a Dirty Shirley and then complain that like
Dirty
it tastes like a
Shirley.
Shirley Temple.
Oh, man.
You know, it's one of those things. It's like you order a screwdriver and you go, it tastes like orange juice. It is orange juice.
Exactly.
You know, well, what do you want me to do?
The sad part is, those people like that, those are the people that are in bars like 4 to 5 days a week supporting places.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. It's like, what do you do? Do you argue with them or just like cave in? Just give them, you know. I work for a place that, you know, the whole bar was the same guys every single day, drinking the same drinks, complaining about the drinks not strong enough, this and that, not wanting to pay for every drink that they order, but they were there every single day at the same exact time and kept the place going. So what do you do?
You know what? At the end of the day, I don't care if you want a strong drink. Because, like, at the same time, it's one of those things, like, if you have, like, a drink made a certain way that you want, let me know. You want a strong drink? I'll give you a strong drink. I don't give a shit. You don't complain about how much it is.
Exactly.
You know? If you want a strong drink, you're going to pay for a strong drink. Like, I'll give you whatever you want, but, like, you can't expect them to, like...
Do people tell you what they pay at other places for drinks?
No. No.
They don't say, "Oh my god, I can't believe this costs this," or the other place
Not
costs
really. I mean, like...
I've been getting people saying to us here at the Safe House and Trap, "Wow, you guys are so cheap to drink," especially bottled beers.
Bottled beers are tough. But, like, there's a lot of variation
Of course.
in, like, what people, like, charge for bottled beers specifically, I feel like. But I feel like liquor is kind of, like, you know, like, a little more even across the board.
I don't know, not from what I hear.
Yeah? Really?
No, I've been hearing some stories from all places locally around here that's so different from one another.
But I also feel like some
And people lie, too.
exaggerate,
People
you know?
lie,
Like,
exaggerate,
I mean,
exactly.
Like, if a drink is like $1 or $2 more somewhere else, that doesn't count.
You know what I tell people?
What?
If you don't want to pay $8 for that, don't go there anymore.
That is
Simple-
yeah.
simple life coaching
that's
right
the thing.
there.
Yeah, like wow, you guys are so expensive. Then don't come.
Don't. Well, that place is so expensive. Don't go there anymore. It's very simple,
like,
you know.
you knew what it was costing.
Yeah.
Like prices are on the menu. Like this isn't like oh my god. Like
Right.
you gave me something. It's not like we're like gouging you. Where like you know your drink's like $40 a piece. Unless you order something that's $40 a piece.
Exactly,
but I mean,
yeah.
You know, but like for like regular shit. So it's like hey, you know if you want to pay less, go somewhere you can pay less. They have those places.
They do have those places, and you know
Don't
what?
expect all the places to be on
Right,
that price.
it's crazy when people
There's
expect
no price match.
Yeah.
This isn't fucking Target.
What do you think a place would do if we price matched?
I mean, first,
I bet you we're the busiest bar in Rhode Island.
probably yeah.
But would it make money? Probably not.
Probably not. No.
I don't know because
Maybe
everybody
with all the
seems
business.
everybody seems to be on the same page right now, from what I hear.
And if we're already like cheaper than like you know places that are out there, I mean like how much lower are you gonna go?
Exactly. We should fucking open up a bar.
But you can't price match to like deals of things. Like you can't be like oh bucket of beer where like all the beers are cheaper. Like it's gotta only be just straight individual prices.
Okay.
Copy the receipt, whole nine. No,
Copy the receipt. You have to have the copy of the receipt. A price match bar. What can we call it?
If you think you're gonna take your word on anything, you're out of your mind.
We're just price matching booze or food too.
Booze. You can't do food too.
No,
No, there's too much that goes into food.
I guess.
I mean, it makes a lot like a Tito's and soda at two different places is like pretty much like close to the same, but a chicken parmesan sandwich at two different places could be wildly different.
Okay.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, you're 100% right. 100% right.
Pizza. Like, are you talking like party pizza from DiPetrillo's? Or are you talking like fucking
Domino's $5.99 pizzas.
Domino's $5.99 each pizzas. Just because you're ordering two doesn't mean I'm giving you the deal.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I'm talking single price, no coupons. No
Okay.
coupons, no specials, no deals. Like it's a standard price.
I don't think that'd be illegal in Rhode Island to do because you can't change
Price match?
Yeah, you can't price match on booze in Rhode Island. I don't think.
I feel like you could.
No, but you can't change prices of alcohol. You can't discount price of alcohol. It has to be the same for the entire week or something. Or
for the week?
Yeah, it's a weird law. I mean, I don't know. It might have changed since the last time I had to deal with that. So, because I dealt with the liquor board before, I actually got in a fight with the liquor board one time. Well, a liquor board representative, I had a sign up promoting the Narragansett girls coming in during a Red Sox Yankee game, Sunday night 8 o'clock game. I promoted, Gansett, 7 to 9 because the game was at 8 o'clock. Yeah. They handing out T-shirts, the free samples, whatever. And the liquor guy came in and saw the sign. I'm going to fine you for this. I go, why? He goes, because it's 7 to 9. I go, no. That's when the girls are handing out T-shirts and they're handing out. At the time, it was alleged. It was during the split up of my previous ownership's partnership.
Yeah.
And there was rumors going on he was doing it on purpose and said because they were coming in every week just checking on us. And it was the weirdest thing. And I was just like, excuse me, you know what I noticed? I've been managing this bar for a solid 10 years now, and I've never seen you guys. My boss and his partner split up, and you guys have been in here 4 times in the last 6 weeks. This is kind of coincidental. I kind of feel like some shady stuff's going on. Can we look into this? Never saw the guy again after that. It was the funniest thing. And my boss was like, hey, thanks for doing that, man. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're the owner, and I know they're the one taking the hit. But I don't like getting messed with when I'm not doing anything wrong.
Obviously, yeah.
So I don't think a price match bar would be legal in Rhode Island, but I'm pretty sure there's loopholes.
Great concept.
There's got to be a way to do it. There's loophole. There's always a loophole.
Yeah.
There's always a loophole, but I'll tell you one thing. Back in the day when Vicky was running the Harborside with her brother Scotty, man, they had flip night. They would flip a coin heads or tails. If you guess right, you got a free drink. 100% illegal. 100% illegal.
Yeah, that sounds illegal. Yeah.
It was hysterical because it was a product of the time. You were paying $20 cover charge to get in.
Yeah.
Back on a Wednesday.
Damn.
Flip night, $20 cover charge to get in. But you know what? Those bartenders, they were flipping heads or tails. They didn't care if you got it right around. They just say it, and they just give the free drink anyway. It was they got taken care of. It was different. 100% illegal back then. It was great. It was great. Those were good days. I wish you were around for those days. You were 2.
Yeah. I feel like it would have thrived.
Oh, man. You would have definitely been a different person, but those days were just nuts.
Yeah.
And you know what? People sucked differently back then. They sucked a lot less. And they sucked differently.
I feel like that's the issue with trying to life coach these people and try to seminars make people not suck. They'll fix one problem, but there'll just be another problem that comes along. That people are just gonna find a way to suck.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out of their way to just make things harder, and it's not cool, man. Not cool.
Yeah, and we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. We're just trying to come here, make money, serve people, and leave.
I'm just trying to give you a good experience, and you just want to rain on your own parade.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap up tonight's segment of a lot of topics. We got Dry January, Super Bowl,
Groundhog Day,
Black Friday, Black History Month, and people stop sucking at life. I don't think that's too much to ask.
It's way too much to ask.
But you can't teach that stuff. I mean, the thing is, people that suck don't know that they suck. So anyway, folks, we're gonna thank you for listening to Late Night Sauce, and check out the Tap That Glass Tonight Instagram page and TikTok. I got some new videos going on TikTok that changing up a little bit. Doing a lot more food and sandwiches and some new drinks here and there, but we're not recreating the wheel with the drinks. It's just new stuff. And I'm making the effort. We're gonna go video this month.
Yeah,
I'm ordering a camera tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I'm ordering it tomorrow. Yeah. We're gonna go video by the end of the month.
I'm ready for it.
All right. Well, cheers, guys. Thanks for listening.